What's up, guys? UFC bantamweight fighter Francisco Rivera, answering some of your guys' Sherdog questions you guys had for me. Let's start off with McGray Goats left. Had a question: what is my walk around weight? I walk around about 160. The cutting process, is a strict diet all the way up to fight week, and then I kind of do the water load sauna the last couple of days, and I do like the 6, 7, 8 pounds. Day before weigh-ins and the day of weigh-ins, and then you ready for fight time. Next question against was exit Lupin. I could have beat Lineker with my counter striking. Yeah, I could have, but I got sucked into a brawl. Pretty much, that's the type of fighter I am. You want to stand and bang, I'm gonna stand and bang and just put on a show for the fans. I'm more of a stand-up guy who likes to, doesn't mind getting hit, doesn't mind getting knocked out. So, at the end of the day, sometimes it's not good, sometimes it's fun. But that's the type of fighter I am. So anything can happen in the cage, and I'm always looking to put on a show for the fights, for the fans, actually. Sorry. I should have got the win over Pickett. Do you think you were robbed on that one from Homeless Infant? Definitely, I was robbed against the Pickett fight. I felt like definitely won. I outstruck him every round. He had one more takedown than me. I don't know. I can't see how he won that fight. I dropped him in the first. He didn't drop me. He didn't really tag me or hurt me. But that's what happens when you fight in London, England, against one of the Englishmen. Props to him though. He pulled it off. So it is what it is. Moving on now. I'm fighting Eric Perez at UFC 201. A question from Neapocalypse: who is the hardest puncher you've ever faced? Strongest grappler? Who is the hottest ring girl? Hottest ring girl, Ariana Celeste. I think she's the hottest one so far. The hardest puncher, John Lineker, obviously. He's a short, stocky guy. He has some power. Strongest grappler, I really haven't fought any good grapplers besides Faber, but he couldn't take me down, so I couldn't really feel his strength as a grappler. Moving on to Simone Nova. Glad to see such a great fighter taking some time. Thank you. His question was, I have a quiet and exciting style. I always bring it, looking for a slugfest. However, the approach makes fighters more vulnerable, and you can end up on the bad side of devastating KO or sub. I've always been like that. I really can't, complain or worry too much if that's the type of fighter I am. So whatever happens in the cage happens. I'm definitely looking for a knockout and looking to put on a fight for the fans. And if it involves brawling, then it does. If it involves being technical, then it does. Just depends on what happens. Anything can happen in the cage. Next question from Chael Sonnen, Orange Belt. What's up, friends? It's been following you since TKO against Figueroa. It's been fun watching you. You fought some absolute killers in your career, Uriah, Lineker. But my question would be, what is your dream fight? Definitely Dominic Cruz for the belt, or anybody who has the belt at the time. I definitely want to at least get one shot at fighting for the belt, and and hopefully a couple more wins, or someone gets hurt. Anything can happen, but we'll see. Got to win some fights first. Next question from Dr. Balani. Hey Francisco, thanks for doing the question and answer. You're welcome. Your fights are awesome. Just want to know what are some things you've learned through your MMA career. Just some of the things I've learned is keep training hard, keep fighting. Put everything you have into it every day. Sometimes it could get stressful. Sometimes you could worry too much about the fight, but try not to. Just go in there, have fun, enjoy yourself, because it doesn't last forever. And definitely, taking care of your body's one of the main things. If you have a messed up body, then you definitely can't train and fight. So definitely, I take care of my body, and if you're trying to make it to the UFC and get to the next level, you got to take fights. I suggest take some amateur fights, and then when you go professional, get a good management, fight in a good organization, and word of mouth. Put your stuff on YouTube. Tag the UFC on Twitter, Instagram. Put yourself out there, and people will watch. And you never know, you can get that call. Next question from Ackridge: what are your overall thoughts on the Uriah fight? Most of us thought you were dominating the fight leading up to the eye gouge. Would you like to rematch after Perez? Uriah's fight, it sucks. He did poke me in the eye. I don't know what he was going through or what he's seen at that moment, but I definitely felt like I was winning the fight. Once I knew he couldn't take me down, I knew I had him, and he doesn't like to get punched or kicked. So, it is what it is. But after this Perez fight, if he wants to fight, since he just lost to Dominic, we can do it again. A lot of people want to see us fight again, just to see what happens, and we're definitely, people seen that fight and just want to see us just go back in there and just do it again. So whatever happens, if he wants to take it, I'm definitely down. Next question from Fight to Win: do you think the UFC should merge the bantamweight and flyweight divisions? Definitely not. The flyweight division is their own division, and bantamweight is their own. If they want to come up to 135 or we want to go down to 125, you can. But to merge them, it would be too hectic, too crazy. And now with this whole weight cut and all these IV bans and people are, and they're getting more strict on the weight cut. So it's definitely looking out to take care of our bodies and making sure our bodies and our weight cuts are healthy.